We're here at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm Jim Houston. With me in the booth is Craig Simpson. Coming up, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders. Philadelphia can pull ahead in this series with a win here at home.
These are the games they have to win if they want to make a run in the postseason. It's all about grit and determination.
It's certainly not going to get any easier fighting from behind. Here's a look at tonight's referee.
Jim, he tends to let a lot of obstruction holding and hook and go.
Yeah, but players better be careful with their sticks. If you get careless with your stick, he'll always penalize you. The faceoff goes to New York. Passed up to the neutral zone. Passed over, out of their defensive end. In over the line. Delayed penalty coming up. Checked. That was a heavy hit. Pekka will serve time for interference.
He's not happy about getting that minor, but he's going to the box anyway.
It's pretty obvious he's not happy about this call, and he's having a word with the official. Philadelphia is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Into the attacking zone. He gets pushed by Malahoff. Hunter, round the back. Shoots it hard. Saved by Esch. Pad save. Brings it up. It's moved over by Roenick. Over the line. Scramble for the puck. Out of their defensive end. In over the line.
Hit. Great hustle and a great hit.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by a coin.
He leveled his man there.
Brings it out. Over the line. Slap shot. Glove save by Esch. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Mowed down.
No ducking that one.
Yashin. It's intercepted by Hunter. Shoved. A lateral pass. In over the line. He gets checked by Janssen. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Played over by Gagne. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Malakoff. Philadelphia is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Checked.
What a hit!
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Quick pass up. In over the line. He gets run over by a coin. Nice hit. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Roenick went short. New York puts its third line out. Taken out.
That was a huge check.
Leclerc. Over the blue line. Great save. Long pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Played over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. This shot. DiPietro denies him. Brings it out. Over the line. Mowed down.
Jim, that's old-time hockey.
Brings it out. Over. Knocked him off the puck. Right in front. Stick save. He covers up.
Jim, I think he's stunned. He made a perfect shot and can't believe that the goalie stopped it.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Pekka won the draw. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Tanked from the slot by Leclerc. Saved by DiPietro.
Jim, there's been a lot of extra activity after the whistle, and you can see the refs are trying to get control and break things up.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Laid out.
That rattled him pretty well.
Somik out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. Right in front. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Centers it. Big glove. Now you talk about great defensemen in this league, and this guy really makes it all happen at the back end.
Jim, he's like a catalyst out there, consistently feeding forwards with breakout passes. And hey, I say he wouldn't hesitate to jump up in the rush.
Moved over, he gets checked by Jonsson. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Yashin grabbed it, brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Moved back. Right in front. He gets hit by Jonsson. New York puts its checking line out. Over the blue line. Cranked him.
A big, clean hit.
It's turned over by Hamilton. The action's about to start. Pekka wins the faceoff. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Brings it out. In over the line. In front. The coin mows him down. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Into the attacking zone. He gets laid out by Hammerlick. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Bumped off the puck. Scatcherd. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Wrist shot from the left. Brilliant save. Goes behind his neck. Brings it out. Coast to coast. The ref indicates a delayed call. Jonsson gets called for charging.
That's definitely more than 3 steps, Jim. Sure looks like he lined him up there.
Philadelphia will get a second chance on the power play here. Face-off won by Rooney. He gets hit by a coin. It's centered by Malahoff. It's a scramble. Turned aside by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked him.
That was a great check.
Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Pushed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Leveled.
That was a tough hit.
Grecky brings it out. Into the attacking zone. In front. Denied by DiPietro. Roenick. In over the line. Played up. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Pushed. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Esch reached out for the puck. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Run over.
Now that's physical play.
Philadelphia is now 0 for 2 on the power play. Pass to the slot. Shoots the puck. Malakoff grabbed it. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
Now that was big time.
Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Roenick. Missed the net. Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Hit.
Lots of contact there.
Brings it out. End to end. Rookie gets smoked.
That was a hard check.
Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Yashin backhands it. Esch shut the door. Over the blue line. Big hit.
That's what you call a big-time hit.
In over the line. Checked.
You can't hit much harder than that.
Passed over. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Crushed.
Full contact.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hard wrist shot by Blake. Blocked. Played up. Brings it out. In over the line. Johnson takes him out.
Stopped him cold.
Over the blue line. Shoved.
That's real action.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line.
Hit. No shortage of physical play here.
Cairns brings it out. Into the attacking zone. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break.
Show next weekend for a sneak peek at next year's models from the world's top automobile manufacturers.
We're scoreless as we head to the second period. The puck is about to be dropped. Islanders get the face-off. He gets rocked by Roenick. In over the line. He gets checked by Melikov.
He laid the hit on him there.
Over the blue line. Knocked over.
Now that was a wake-up call.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoved. Right in front. Stone cold by Esch. He freezes the puck.
Now that was a big hit, folks. He just barrels right through him with a tremendous hit.
The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Roenick. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Intercepted. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Blake gets bumped off the puck. Markov moves it ahead. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. In. Rookie scores!
That was a blistering slap shot. I don't think there's a goalie around who could have stopped that blast.
Bags the first goal of the game.
Maybe that'll open up the floodgates a little bit.
Get some more scoring action.
Exactly.
Up along the boards. Desjardins rocks him.
Assisted by number 10.
Passed ahead. Over the line. He gets taken out by a coin. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets worked over by Blake. In front. DiPietro reached out for the puck. Into the attacking zone. Saved by Esch. Played across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Turned away. Pekka. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoved. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. DiPietro made the save. Moved across. Over the blue line. Markov flattens him.
He lined him up and lowered the boom.
Big glove save by Esch. He hangs onto the puck. New York needs to get something going here.
Well, Jim, how about getting a few shots on goal? That'd be a good start. They've been reluctant to shoot the puck. That's not how you battle back.
We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Roenick. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Sent flying.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Little deep there by Parrish. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Quick shot from the slot by Leclerc. Pushed aside by DiPietro. No goals yet for this guy, but he was instrumental in getting at least 1 point on the board.
Well, you do what you can. If you can't be the star, you can still help out your teammates.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Roenick.
How did he pull that off?
He gets roughed up by Recchi.
He really threw him off stride.
Leclerc fires it. Pad save by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Run over. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. A lateral pass. Into the attacking zone. Savage shoots the puck. DiPietro made the save. Over the line. Pitkanen roughs him up.
He stamped that one.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. Passed across. It's passed across by Karpatsev. In over the line. Yashin gets pushed. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Somik now has the puck. Bowled over. Right in front. Huge save. Steve Sterling joined the Islanders organization after a very successful career as a minor pro hockey coach.
Well, Jim, just before taking on the head coaching duties in New York, Sterling led the Islanders' AHL affiliate in Bridgeport to the Calder Cup final, and that earned him Coach of the Year honors.
Over center. Over the line. Esch freezes the puck. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Face-off won by Pekka. Pass back. In over the line. Passed across by Roenick. At center. Over the blue line. He gets hammered by Ragnarsson.
Nailed him!
Into the attacking zone. Nice move there by Blake. Philadelphia makes a line change. It's passed over by Karpatsev. Passed up to the neutral zone. He gets checked by Recchi. Brings it out. Over the line. Gets the shot off. Right in front. Great save. Rocked. Brings it out. Philadelphia Flyers are going to change players. Moved ahead. In over the line. In front. DiPietro freezes the puck. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on it.
And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked him off the puck. Moved up. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Knocked over. Right in front. Turned away. In front. A shot from the slot by Primo. Rocked. New York is under relentless. Kapanen scores! He left that rebound in the wrong spot. No doubt about it.
Exactly. And they lit the lamp as a result.
Philadelphia now with a 2-goal lead late in the second.
Now they need to stay focused, though. A 2-goal lead doesn't give you the right to take a shift off.
And out they come with a puck. In over the line. Over the line. Cranked him. Brings it out. Hit. And out they come with a puck. Into the attacking zone. One-time shot. Esch gets the blocker on it. Played across. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Right in front. Saved by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over. In over the line. Markov brings it out. Over the line. Crushed.
That was an intimidating blow.
Into the attacking zone. He gets laid out by Roenick.
He put him in his place with a strong hit.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots. Brings it up. In over the line. Mowed down. Played up. Passed ahead. Over the line. He gets hit by Scatchard.
He caught him square on that one.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. And that ends the second period. It's 2-0 as we head to the break.
Before the game, why not eat during the game? Our arena restaurant offers great food with spectacular views of all the on-ice action. Call out the reservations to our next home game.
Teams are back on the ice. 20 minutes of hockey left to play. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Islanders. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Thrashed. In front. Leg save. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Roenick. Right in front. Leclerc went short. The door is shut by DiPietro. Over the line. Pekka. Grecky brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
That hit leveled him.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. One-time shot by Blake. Esch covers up.
Oh, Jim, you can see by the look on his face, he can't believe he didn't beat the goalie with that one.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Islanders win the draw. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Cairns gets hip checked. Quick pass up. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked. Moved ahead. Brings it out. In over the line. Advances the puck. Philadelphia Flyers are going to change players. Puck picked up by a coin. Pekka grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoved. Into the attacking zone. Rubbed off the puck. Over the line. Shoved. Markov brings it out. In over the line. It's played up by Kapanen. It's played over by Leclerc. He gets hit by Karpatsev. Brings it out. Big hit. Kapanen. Over the blue line. Run over.
He got slammed into on that one.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Laid out. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Muscled off the puck. Played up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets pushed by Desjardins. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Moved across. Right in front. Radovojevic shoots the puck. Parrish grabbed it. Out of their defensive end. Mowed down.
He won't forget that one.
Brings it out. In over the line. Brings it out. Esch skates out of his net to play the puck. Over the blue line. Hunter pushes him. Passed over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Played across. Turned aside. Johnson run over. Hard slap shot ripped by Hunter. Scores! I think he was screened.
When they say timing is everything, That is what they mean.
A single goal stands between them and a tie game.
They've given themselves a shot. Now let's see if they can pull it off.
Little deep there by Roenick. It's moved across by Janssen. Over the line. Passed over by Blake. In over the line. Yashin faked out his man.
It doesn't get any prettier than that.
Over the blue line. Checked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by Pitkanen. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove. Right in front. Hit. Out of their defensive end. Offside, New York. Philadelphia has stayed out of penalty trouble so far, and that's a great sign.
Well, the key is they haven't backed down at all, but they've avoided the retaliation penalties. Those will kill you.
The faceoff goes to New York. Crushed. Moved up over the blue line. Shove. Recchi. Brings it out. In over the line. Roenick gets knocked over.
Jim, that one had to hurt.
Over the line. Played back by Blake. Pass to the slot. Big save by Esch. Quick puck movement. Into the attacking zone. In front. Stoned by DiPietro. Long pass. Played over, out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoved. Bates with a wrist shot. Esch reached out for the puck. Shoved. Brings it out. In over the line. It's moved over by Janssen. LaPointe fires! A lateral pass. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. He gets worked over by Karpatsev. Out of their defensive end. New York makes a line change. Turned aside by Esch. Played up. Brings it out. The goalie's out of his net to play the puck. DiPietro went long. Through center. Over the blue line. Blake one-times it. Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. In the corner. Hard one-timer by Summit. He scores! Screenshot. The puck came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it. Given the time remaining, that 2-goal lead is huge.
Huge, but not impossible to erase, Jim. Better stay focused.
Leveled. It's moved back by Yashin. Right in front. Great save by Esch. Leclerc brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked him. He felt that one. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Nice move there by Yashin. In front. Leg save by Esch. Brings it out. Moved over. In over the line. Scores! Top shot!
What's so great about the wrist shot? It's not as fast as a slap shot, but it's quicker to get off and way more active.
Roenick won the draw. Pass back. He gets bumped off the puck. Brings it out. Over the blue line.
Assisted by number 97, Jeremy Roenick, and by number
Offside, New York. Karpatsev really jumps into the play well. I haven't seen him get caught pinching yet.
Well, he anticipates where the play is moving so well. He adjusts to make the most of his opportunity.
Pekka wins the faceoff. Take it out.
This is serious.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoots quickly. Pad save. Brings it out. Over the line. Rink wide pass. In over the line. He gets hit by a coin. In the corner. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. In front. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Yashin.
Send him right to the ice.
In over the line. Shove. Roenick. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Blake. That ends it. New York lost this game and trails the series by 1. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.